Welcome back everyone to another Encore with Sunny video. In today's video, we'll be discussing our forehand and how by changing this one visual can impact how we hit our forehand. And also we'll be discussing some of the drills we can do to improve our mind-body connection and execute our forehands with way more consistency. So let's start by first looking at this split screen. And on the left of your screen, you'll see me swinging with my racket. Just closely watch what my arm is doing as I'm swinging my racket. And on the other side, on the right-hand side, I'm swinging without my racket. Follow what's happening with my arm there and how much my arm is moving in space. My racket on the left-hand side is still finishing around the shoulder height, but my arm, the way it moves in space is not the same as it moves without the racket when I'm executing my full kinetic chain and proper unit turn and everything else. On the right-hand side, you'll see how my arm is actually traveling through the hitting zone, and also my palm is facing towards the target where I want to hit the ball and finishing all the way over my shoulder. So now let's take a look on the drill that we can do to establish that mind-body connection between our arm and the palm and what they're doing in relation to the rest of my swing when it's happening. So I'm just got low compression balls here. So what I'm going to actually be doing is hitting it with my hand. And what I'm focusing on is as I'm following through at contact, my palm is facing towards the target. And then as I follow through, it's facing the other way when I'm finishing. If you find the video helpful so far, please like and subscribe so more passionate players like you can find this video. And on to the next part. So a really great drill to improve that mind-body connection of how to hit the forehand with way more consistency. And I've used this drill with a lot of players, especially beginners, and they get really good feel and a visual of what it feels like to just use the whole body and then keep our hand going in the right direction as I'm executing my forehand. And this was actually by eliminating the racket, I'm forced to use my whole kinetic chain to execute my forehand and really focusing on keeping that palm facing forward and then my arm going all the way through and then finishing here. So again, just gonna show you here, if I'm holding my racket in my Eastern or my semi-Western forehand grip, and look where my palm is facing now. So if I'm going to take my racket away, my palm is facing towards the target, and if I hold the racket again, now my strings are facing towards the target. So the palm is a really good indicator when I'm doing this motion of what it feels like to keep that palm facing forward and then up and then finishing like that, as opposed to changing too much where we get a lot of the inconsistency when we're hitting our forehands. And the great thing about this drill is you can do that anywhere as well. You can do it on the court, as I was showing you right now. You can do it against a wall outside. You can even do it in your house against the wall. Make sure you're using the low compression balls so you don't go through your drywall or break some lamps in the house. The next progression, when you get comfortable with the feel and you think you can execute it every single time, then do that with the racket as well, and then do some repetitions. And like always, just you can change the intensity of the drill by adding targets or by increasing the distance of where you're hitting. If you like to watch a video on how to practice by yourself or with a hitting partner and we really focus on how to hit different areas of the court, then you can watch this video next, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Oh, fail.